Do you want to use the RCF M18 as a personal in-ear system? Well then stick around and watch this video. Hi, I'm Max Ace from the band Psychedelic. Today I actually received the RCF M18. I'm gonna use it pretty much like an ordinary digital mixer board, but I would like to use the aux end so that each member in the band can have their own mix in their in-ear system. I was looking around for a video about this topic to use it as an in-ear monitor system, but I couldn't really find one. And now trying out the M18, I've actually found a couple of guidelines that I would like to share with you in this video. The first thing with the M18 is of course that you have a headphone jack that you could actually assign anything to, and that would be the first in-ear system that I can use for that. But I will use the aux ends to map out 3 more stereo systems to be used as a in-ear monitor system. So because all these settings is done on an iPad, I will now hook up so that you can see the iPad, and we're gonna run through some of the settings. As you can see here, I have all the setups that you need for in the iPad. So if we head on over to the iPad, you're gonna see that I've already mapped out a couple of channels. The first thing to notice is that you might be tempted to go to settings and then basically do the input stereo links here. But that was probably the first problem that I ran into, because when I was listening to the aux end, it was just giving me a mono signal. So whatever you do, do not use the input stereo links to be able to do this in stereo with all your bandmates. So the first thing that I would do was basically to go back to faders. On faders you can see that I've assigned guitar left and right to channel 5 and 6. What I need to do first is basically to take all these stereo tracks and pan them to the side. So I'll pan this one to left, and I'll pan this one to right, and I'll do that for all the stereo that I have here. So I'll pan this one and this one. Alright. After doing that, we will go to the settings, we'll go to output, and here you can see that we're just gonna leave them on out. That's basically what you need to do. Then we head back to faders, and here we can see that aux 1 and aux 2 is here. The only difference from this one is that you're only going to use one side on each aux track. So what that means is that on aux 1 we would have guitar left, for example, but on aux 2 we would have guitar right. What happens then is that it basically just sends one signal, and that is the pan signal that is panned out to the left. So as we did before on the input channel, we took the guitar left and panned it to left, guitar right and panned it to right. So what we'll do now is we go to aux 1, we pan that, we just use the guitar left on the aux 1, and then on aux 2 we use the guitar right. Basically what this does is that it actually sends just one signal to each channel. If you start actually moving this one up, then you would add that too as well, and then the stereo signal goes away. So the cool thing now is that all band members can get their own mix in their iPhone, for example. If you hook it up to the mixer, it will even display the names of the channels as well on the iPhone. You basically have to do the same thing as I showed you before. You have to go to aux 1, and then on aux 1 you would just use the 1, and then go back to there and go to aux 2, and then basically use the right signal on aux 2. But with this system, all people in the band can have their own listening, and that is basically what I was after. If you have any questions or comments to this video, then please let me know in the comment section below. And I hope you have a great use for this mixer, because it sounds like a really cool thing, and I'm just about to go to the rehearsal room and hook everything up. I hope this video has helped you, and if you liked the video, give it a thumbs up, and please subscribe to the video to know more about our bands and stuff that we use as well. And as always folks, use it for good, not for evil.